back with another fan favorite. So I believe this is volume 5 of Tips and Tricks. Not only is this a fan favorite, but it's probably my favorite video to do because I like going and doing the research. Whenever I go to somebody's place and I go, hey, tell me about that. What is that? And they get to share their little ideas. So I think it is so cool to see farmer ingenuity in action. But there's no doubt that when I go out and people go, hey man, I've seen your videos. I love the tips and tricks. In fact, it's just really cool. So I like that one. So we're going to talk about another tip. So I got this from a grower, actually one of our distributors up in North Carolina. So this is what he does to trigger his nipples. So I know you can go through and hit the nipples and make them, get them popped out like that. But this is one thing that he does. He puts it on a pole and he runs up under there so that he can break them loose. So if you got one that's stuck, so something to think about as far as going through that house kind of quickly and just rolling it right through there. Because you want to do that because, first of all, it gets that water out on that nipple so they're ready to go. But not just before placement, he also suggests that he does this before he turns them out back. He says he can tell a difference by the way his birds migrate through the house, whether or not he has triggered those or not. Because if there's a dry nipple, next one down, the bird's not necessarily going to move to it. I know you all know these things. I'm just sharing some thoughts that maybe there's somebody watching this video who didn't know this. But you can trigger those nipples. Get that water droplet on there. That chick maybe going to go ahead and move down to the next one. Next thing you know, you've got them spread out pretty good. So just a basic paint roller. Put your handle on that thing and just run through and just roll them right through like that. Hope that one helps. Here's another tip, I guess I would say, or maybe an encouragement. Every year, the USDA NRCS has these programs going on that sometimes we don't know about till after the fact, or maybe everybody has filled it out and there's no more money. So my suggestion to you would be to, hey, go check it out about every 6 months. See what the latest farm credit or tax break or something you could get put on your farm without paying a lot of money and saving some on bills. So go check out the USDA NRCS. They've got a page that's just dedicated to how farmers can take advantage of farm credits. So go check it out. Okay, this tip is pretty unusual. So one of my growers, one of my female growers, sends me this email of how she's dealing with a woodpecker, which, by the way, this spring, I've got a nice friend who's joined my back porch, and I cannot keep him tearing off my back porch. But anyway, it's a woodpecker. So she's got a woodpecker, but guess where this one is? It's tearing up her cool cell pads, just wearing it out. She's done everything she can. So she did a little research, had to dig really deep, but she found this way to keep a woodpecker away. Gonna pop some pictures here, but what she found out is that if you use these CDs, and for all you young growers, young farmers, you may not know what a CD is, a compact disc, but anyway. But she found, use this CD and hang it up right there where the woodpecker comes in. Because apparently the different color light reflection on that CD as it spins scares it away. So that woodpecker has damaged many a cool cell pad, but since she's hung that up, bye-bye woodpecker. So I don't know if you ever will have an issue like that, but if you got a woodpecker hanging out on your back porch, you need to try it. Here's one I got from my Georgia poultry folks. Reading one of the articles they wrote on rodent control. Hadn't really thought about this, but I do know that your rats and your mice get into places sometimes where you can't just put out the bait. They'll run across rafters and different things, so it's hard to put traps or put different things. Try zip tying your soft bait into situations where it's hard to just leave it there. Hang it there, or you can actually put it on a nail or a wire and just hang it and let them eat like that. So there's a little tip on how to get the bait to where it's a little harder otherwise. So I hope these tips and tricks have helped you, maybe given you some ideas, but I can't tell you how much I would love for you to send me your tips and tricks. Many of these that I get come from actually emails. The one about the woodpecker actually came from an email, and she sent me pictures and everything. So it's really cool. So if you've got some tips, we'd love to know it because it'll also help other growers. So if you've got any questions or got any ideas, reach out to me, Alan at southlandorganics.com or 1-800-608-3755. Until next time.